question. Who made you feel special today? Who made you feel small or little? Who brought you joy? Who brought you a little bit of uncertainty? Those are some questions that you can ask your child when you sit home or when you're heading home from school to make sure that they are hanging around people that are lifting them up and not bringing them down. Studies show that children that have at least one good friend are more likely to be successful in school and to have better social emotional development. It is so important as an educator for me to express to you guys how many children change to fit what they think is going to be best for them in school. They hang around people that they know that you may not approve of or that they want to fit in with. And we have to stop getting that into their heads. We have to change that narrative. So instead of saying when you say how was school today and what made you happy and what gave you a challenge, you also should ask questions like, who made you happy? Who made you smile? Who made you feel special? Or who encouraged you to do your best today? Those are types of people they want to look out for. Bullying today, it takes so many forms. In fact, I have witnessed so many different areas of bullying where it comes from direct statements that children say, I don't like you, you look horrible, to other things where they are bullying, cyberbullying, or isolationism, where they tell their friends, oh, don't talk to her or you can't talk to me. Don't hang around them or you can't hang around them because you're my friend. Those types of bullying exist and they can be even more damaging than the physical signs because you won't know about it until you ask. So you need to make sure that you're having those conversations with your children. I see it all the time. I remember one year a little girl came up to me and she was just like, I want to go home. She was so upset. And I was like, what's wrong? It was because her mom made her come to school with her natural hair. And she said, I don't like it. The kids are picking at me. And it was just so awful to hear her say that. I think I've shared with you guys before where I had a student that wore a mask all year after COVID because she said she was uncomfortable with how she looked. She didn't like how she looked. She didn't like her smile. I've had countless encounters, and some of that, is expected as children start to become into themselves and start growing to who they are, developing their own style and sense of self. But when it becomes repeated and you're noticing changes in how they act, how they eat, their general mood, then it's time to intervene. Okay, so we want to make sure we look out for those red flags with friends, but we also want to teach skills to overcome them. And I call these the 3Ds. Okay, you want to teach them to be direct when they see things that are happening, saying something like, that's not okay. Tell them not to be a bystander, but an upstander. Because you'll get the tip sheet if you're in my email list right now. But we have this culture where people record and film and post. That is not what friends do, especially when children are being humiliated or made to feel less than. So we need to teach them to be direct. That is not okay. We also need to teach them to advocate. Find an adult. Okay, that's called delegation. That's the other D. Okay, delegate to, hey, go run and get an adult, or you go get an adult, because we need to end whatever it is. Tell them to put themselves in your shoes, or in the person's shoes. If they were the person being picked at, then guess what? You would want someone to stand up for you. So make sure we're doing that as well. And then if you have to, distract. If you're in a friend group or a quote unquote friend group and someone starts saying ugly things, change the subject. Tell them that's not okay and let's move on to something else. And if they still insist, then we need to make sure we're telling our parents and talking to an adult about this is not okay. All right. So, and thank you very much for the compliment. So we definitely want to teach them those upstander skills where we don't participate, we eliminate. Okay. We don't have tolerance for that kind of talk and behavior because we want to make sure that everybody feels welcome and accepted. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy that you all joined me today. This is so exciting. I have 6 of y'all in here. So the last thing after we talk to them about what's happening, who makes them feel good, you guys missed some good gems, who's making them feel special, who's making them feel good each day. But we also want to teach them kindness. How many of you have kindness jars? Start to implement one. Think of something, have your child think of something kind that someone did for them or that they did for somebody else. So when we start teaching them what to look for so we can avoid it, we also want to teach them what to do to handle it. And we also want to promote positive activities so that we can repeat those things. So a kindness jar is a great way to celebrate things that are positive, that kids have endured or that they have experienced or that they would love to give to somebody else. There is so much joy in being kind to others. It makes me smile, it makes them smile, and it makes the person that is receiving that smile as well. So You know what? Let's go through a little role play. Sometimes you say, "Did you make any friends today?" No, not really. Instead, we talked about the questions who made you laugh today. And then here's the thing: I want you to really talk to your children about oh, that fell. Okay, sorry y'all. I was trying a new set. Didn't work. But anyway, so we want to talk to our kids about the difference between a friend and an associate, because guess what? Everybody that says hi and smiles in your face is not your friend. And they really need, I see y'all laughing at me. They really need to know the difference. So we just want to make sure that they understand that everybody's not your friend. Just because you're in school with them doesn't mean that you have to hate them or love them, but you do have to work with them. Because also in the educational settings today, a lot of children that they enter school with in kindergarten are the ones they travel with throughout their educational career, at least through elementary school or middle school or something like that. So we need to teach them how to get along, how to look out for red flags, how to talk to you about those red flags, and then how to be kind and courteous to all. So make sure that we're talking to them about these things during bedtime, when they're driving home, after school, before school, so we can continue to build our children up so nobody can take them down. Thank you so much. And if you are watching this, use 15 Live on my website for a discount. You can also use a code 904 books, because we are celebrating 904 book or 904 day here in Jacksonville, Florida. Our area code is 904. So on my website, if you type in 904 books, you'll get 9.04% off on all purchases. And if you click the link in the bio, you will be able to sign up to receive all the tip sheets that I've had and the future tip sheets that come out every Tuesday after my lives. You guys, we have about 10 more lives, and I would love to, no, 11. And I would love to hear what you want to learn more about, because I'm going to continue to try to help us build a confident world of children so that we can make all of our futures better. Okay, take care, y'all. Thanks for being here. Bye.